Hello and welcome. In this video, I will review the critically acclaimed novel, The Three-Body Problem by Liu Cixin. I am Tasha, the Page Sage, and I am thrilled to have you here. There has recently been a resurgence in popularity of this book due to Netflix producing a show based on it. You may have even already seen the show and are now considering reading the book. Or you may just be interested in the book itself. Regardless, I am here to tell you about it in order to help you decide whether or not this novel is for you. Written by Chinese science fiction author and computer engineer Liu Cixin, this is the first novel in the Remembrance of Earth's Past trilogy. Originally serialized in the Chinese Science Fiction World Journal in 2006, it was not internationally published until 2014 when it was translated by Can Liu and picked up by Tor Books. The publication won the Hugo Award for Best Novel, which was a first for an Asian author. It was also nominated for the Nebula Award for Best Novel. So, let's talk about the three-body problem. There's quite a lot going on in this novel. Set in an alternative modern-day China, with several glimpses into the past, this novel brings us into a world where prominent physicists are committing suicide. It falls in the hands of a coarse, chain-smoking detective Shi Qiang, working together with a nanotech scientist and inventor Wang Miao to investigate the mysterious circumstances behind these deaths. It is not long before Wang Miao begins to experience strange hallucinations superimposed in his vision, in which he witnesses a countdown in hours. It will hit 0 in 50 days. Additionally, Wang Miao becomes embroiled in a mysterious project linked to a strange virtual reality game called Three-Body. It is set in a world suffering from the unpredictable movements of three suns. This is a representation of a real-world dilemma known as the three-body problem in classical mechanics. And it serves as a central plot device and metaphor for the chaotic nature of the universe and human affairs. As Wang delves into this game, he discovers that it is connected to something much deeper and extremely frightening. The plot also dips into the past, into the events during the Chinese Cultural Revolution, when a young graduate astronomy student, Ya Wenjia, is struggling to accept a life shattered by political chaos. Her personal turmoil leads to a pivotal decision that eventually affects the entire human race. I found the novel to be a powerful tour de force of scientific imagination. It is impressive how easily Liu Cixin manages to seamlessly integrate complex theories of physics and mathematics into the plot, making them accessible and intriguing without being overwhelming to the reader. Even someone like me was able to keep up. Integration of complex scientific concepts with an engaging and multifaceted narrative creates a vivid and thought-provoking world. Liu Cixin uses indirect characterization, slowly easing the reader into each character's personality, behavior, and choices. Rather than spelling out qualities, Cixin instead chooses to show the character as he or she moves through the world. While developed and multidimensional, personally, I felt that the characters can at times feel a bit distant and emotionally detached. The main character, Wang Miao, is calculating and brilliant, but he rarely shows the kind of emotion that we readers expect from someone in a perilous situation. Ya Wenjia, on the other hand, is a well developed and a multidimensional figure. She plays a truly transformative role in the novel as she undergoes changes from a disillusioned scientist to a pivotal character that sparks an event affecting all mankind. It is her role that cements the themes of loss, betrayal, and dilemmas of scientific advancement. And of course, there is Detective Shi Chiang, who has a big and layered personality and is probably my favorite character in the whole book. Going by the nickname of Da Shi, meaning Big Shi, he finds himself surrounded by brilliant scientists. But he himself has no formal education. He is just very good at his job. What Da Shi lacks in academic knowledge, he more than makes up for with practical experience and his ability to think outside the box. He is witty and creative. Often, he is the only one who is able to solve complex problems, a skill he claims he learned from trying to catch criminals. And while his behavior often borders on rude, he is also extremely deeply caring and thoughtful, as can be seen in his friendship with Wang Miao. The translation by Ken Liu is also noteworthy for its clarity and loyalty to the original text, as he captures not only the technical nuances but also the cultural subtleties of the story. All of these are assisted with his own explanatory footnotes to ensure that the intricate plot and deep themes resonate with an English-speaking audience. The narrative is rich with scientific exposition, yet it is still accessible to readers without a technical background. A particular strength of this novel is its evocation of awe and wonder about the universe. The plot is grand and ambitious, its depth driven by the boldness of its scientific and philosophical explorations about humanity's place in the cosmos. But no novel is without its problems. One of the primary criticisms of the three-body problem is that some readers find the pacing of the novel uneven. Chapters have a tendency to shift between the past and the present, which can be jarring and disrupting to the narrative flow. The early chapters, heavy with historical exposition, may feel a bit slow and dense, possibly deterring readers who prefer a more dynamic start. And the heavy emphasis on scientific exposition, while fascinating, may be challenging to those that are less inclined towards hard science fiction. Furthermore, despite its grand themes and high stakes, the novel can at times struggle to elicit a strong emotional response. The intellectual rigor overshadows its emotional core, which can make the story feel detached. The existential threat is intriguing, but all in all, it lacks the emotional weight that could have made it more impactful. So what made me pick up the novel? Well, because I actually watched the Netflix series and I liked it. And all in all, I'm glad to have read it. Liu Cixin's ability to weave together complex scientific ideas with an emotionally resonant narrative made reading this novel actually fun. It was an intellectually stimulating and emotionally engaging experience. Personally, I liked the historical context, as it added a layer of depth that made the story feel both grand, yet somehow intimate. Overall, I found myself contemplating the balance between scientific curiosity and ethical responsibility, and I was filled with a drifting wonder about the universe and our place in it as I read the novel. And while at some parts I did find the novel a bit slow, especially the more technical explanations, it was still an enjoyable read. The plotline is intriguing and it kept me on my toes. It was entertaining to read but also provoked some deep reflections about the nature of science, society, and the future of humanity. So, is this book for you? Do I highly recommend it? Well, it all depends. This is not a fast paced book. With roughly 400 pages of dense narrative and complex scientific discussions, this book is best aimed at hard science fiction lovers. This book does require a bit of work on the reader's behalf. So, to wrap it all up for you, The three-body problem pushes the boundaries of science fiction with ambitious ideas and detailed scientific exploration. However, it is not without flaws. Uneven pacing, lack of emotional engagement, and excessive scientific exposition all can be detracting from the overall experience. Due to that, the novel may not resonate with all readers, particularly those that seek a more balanced blend of scientific intrigue and human drama. As for me, I look forward to reading the rest of the trilogy. Thank you for watching. Did you like this video? Would you like to see more? Please like and subscribe. Do you have a book in mind that you want me to review? Leave your thoughts and ideas in the comments, and I will see you soon with another book review.